we grew up here baling hay, just working, doing ranch work. And then Dad opened a campground back here, and we worked, build a dam, build little fire pits and what have you. For fun, we would go coon hunting. When we were teenagers, they finally got the drive-in theaters. So we would go to the drive-in theater or something for fun. There was a Bandera Road drive-in theater right here off of 410, and there was a Varsity drive-in theater right there on 36 in Culebra. That was the Varsity. And that's what we did. There was nothing else to do. I think we saw Old Yellow at the drive-in about 4 or 5 times. We'd always double date because we only had one car. We either go to the zoo, but most of the time we'd bring the girls here at the dam. Frank would take his horse down there and he'd give the girls rides. He always looked after me, like when we went to school. And he would say, Ralph, you gotta really behave because Mrs. Hart has been drinking, so I want you to behave. Mrs. Hart was a school teacher, I remember. She was sending him home because he was speaking Mexican. My mother would get so mad, and my dad was like, all right, I'll go talk to Mrs. Hart. He said, Mrs. Hart, what's wrong? What's going on with Frank? He's speaking Mexican, Madla. He said, really? Mexican? Frank doesn't know Mexican, Mrs. Hart. He can speak Spanish, but not. That's what I mean. You know what I mean, Frank. But that was travieso. Like. Years after he became a senator, he was the grand marshal of the parade. And Mrs. Hart standing right there, my mother standing right next to her. And she saw him and she goes, oh, Frank, you were always my favorite student, Y mamá standing there, dice, no se acuerda cuando me la mandaba para la casa porque tenía piojos, Dad had a 5th grade education and Mama went to the 8th grade. So there was a school here on the ranch where the kids could get educated. The teacher was, he was 18 years old. And his students, like my Uncle John, was 21. Uncle Jesse, Uncle John, Uncle Chris, even Dad went there. My grandfather wanted the kids to get educated, so they built it right on top of the hill here. We used to call it the top of the world. It was quite an experience growing up. He'd come as often as he could, and the phone would ring, and it was the DPS officers. And I said, well, what do they want, Frank? He said, well, when the governor and the lieutenant governor are out of the state, they call me because if anything happens, he was like a third in line.
Yeah.
But, if you won San Antonio, you carried San Antonio or West Texas, he was real popular in West Texas. Mm-hmm. Oh, he's always trying to help. And there was this old ladies, and they were trying, I forget what the name of the little town. They wanted a sign on the highway. Like saying, hey, hello, this is this way. So we can never get anybody to bring us a sign, Mr. Like, I'll promise you I'll get you a sign. So he needed to call and made a phone call or something. Sure enough, they went in and put a little sign for him. They were happy. Oh, man, they're happy, But he did little things like that.